Let's go.
Okay. All right, it's 5 o'clock on June the 4th, and this is the regularly scheduled general meeting of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. Please rise, pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioner Riddell?
Here.
Commissioner Moore?
Here.
Commissioner Hung?
Here.
We have a quorum. Under resolutions, number 1, investments.
Move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Number 2, appropriations.
Move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn?
yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Sorry. Number 3, transfers.
Move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn?
yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Number 4, advances, repayments.
Or none.
None?
I thought
No,
Casey
there
said
are.
there was some. No?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the Forest View project.
Yeah,
It was
you might not
on
have
the
had
front page.
Do you want me to?
Camera.
Oh, there it is. On the, gotta go back to the same page. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
this
can
one
serve
here.
paper.
Oh. We had it up. Just
That one there.
move to approve.
Second,
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Number 5, requisitions.
We have page 2.
Sorry, that's my stomach.
Move to approve pages 1 and 2.
Second,
Discussion.
Karen, the dog kennel I should have asked while you were in there, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. Is this for the addition?
We gotta go back one.
Which number are you on,
Vi-
Commissioner?
Victor.
1152.
There we go.
Sorry, I shouldn't put you, I should have asked you earlier.
Yes.
All right, okay.
A quick update on the kennel is that we expect to have the specifications ready in about 2 weeks to go out to bid.
Okay, good.
So we are moving forward with that.
Wonderful, thank you.
Anything further? Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes,
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Number 6, travel.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion.
Glad to see we got the name changed to Forensic Lab.
yeah.
Well done.
Anything further? Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes,
Number 7, bills.
And page 2. And page 3.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
yes.
Number 8, county commissioners may recess an executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of public employee or official, along with any other matters as specifically identified by motion, in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G 1 through 8.
And could we put up the personnel summary sheet? Boy, crystal clear first shot. All right.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Dell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Okay, public comment on agenda items. Mike Sherman?
Thank you, Commissioners. Just a query of clarification. I attended the,
You got open mic. Go
I'm
for it.
done.
Right now.
Boy, that was quick. That was quick. You said drop the mic or drop the timepiece.
Don't worry
Just a
about it.
point of clarification, Board. I attended the Lorain County Port Authority meeting where Director Miller announced the sale of Midway Mall. At the meeting, he stated that the deal included $17 million in acquisition costs and that would be used to repay the loan to the county. Now, if I recall right, the principal was $13.9 million, so $17 million less $13.9 leaves $3.1. How much of that will be coming back to the county in interest? What was the interest rate, and will that show up either under investments or under repayments?
Now, you won't know the dollar amount until the money comes in, and Casey's got the contract somewhere, right? So,
Yeah, I don't have those figures off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We can pull those. And as far as the mechanics of where that revenue will show up, I'll have to get back to you on that. We haven't worked the mechanics of exactly how that money will come back yet.
I fully understand you handled the paper, so there's closing and legal work, but there will be an interest repayment along with the principal, correct?
That was part of the contract.
But we don't know what that rate is, or?
I do not have that off the top of my head.
Okay. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
is that the only one?
That's the only one in this section.
Is there any old business?
Hand it over to-
Old business? No. Board business. Number 9, Job and Family Services. Enter an agreement with Warwick Broadview Heights in the amount of $29,695.19 to upgrade current call recording solution to the new Mitel Interaction solution, which will run on a new server. This is retroactive effective May 6th of 2024 through June 30th, 24. Authorized director to execute on behalf of the board with prosecutor's approval as to form and will be paid from contract services account.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn.
Yes.
Under sanitary engineer, 10, award and enter in a contract with Fetchco Excavating of Medina in the amount of $497,226 for the Forest View Street Sanitary Sewer Extension Project in Lorain County. 6 bids were received on May 9th, this being the most responsive complying with specification. Work consists of installing 1,964 linear feet of 10-inch sanitary sewer along the entire length of Forest View Street. Issue notice to proceed upon full execution of the contract and complete by November 30th of 2024. Authorize administrator to notify the auditor to release retainage at completion of the project. Funds for the project will be provided through Forest View Engineering Projects account, and Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District will reimburse the county for 50% of project cost.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Dell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Under Transit, 11, approve and enter an agreement with Swiftly Inc. in the amount of $72,677.61 for software as a service license for Connected Transit platform for a 3-year term. Software will provide riders with instant alerts about detours and delays, improve data collection for planning purposes, allow staff to instantly resolve inquiries to where the bus is along the route, and this will be paid from the computer software account.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion?
Yes. Karen, this is, it seems to me this is the second or third software package that we've bought for transit. So can you give us a brief overview of what it is we're doing here?
Right, I'll try. So I asked Pam earlier today to try to give me a recap on exactly where we are with the software. So this software license is for the fixed routes. We purchased Remix, which was dispatching, and Microtransit, and to help them create the routes, and also Lorain. So they didn't have a software available that would handle the fixed route part of transit. So that's why it seems like we have multiple softwares trying to do the same thing. But the fixed route portion of the transit is what this Swiftly is specifically for.
And the fixed routes is our traditional,
Correct,
the traditional routes, and the micro transit, we're trying to be a little more responsive and custom.
correct, yep.
And the difference is the fixed routes is through another company, I believe, because
Yes,
they need
Fixed
to,
routes is through
First-
TransDev,
yeah,
is the
okay.
name of that company now. and
So
then the
this is
mic-
providing some of the same services that our microtransit's gonna be doing, which is identifying where the buses are, so people can, it looks like that's how I read it, so.
Right, so it's really pretty big news here, Lorain County
Mhm. Oh, it
Transit.
is, yeah.
Trying to move us forward and doing some things that are more progressive and customer service friendly, and keeping people informed on where the buses are at and how you can get to whichever type of bus you need. That's really what we're trying to do. And even a little bit of branding along the way, so it's been pretty exciting.
Thank you.
Anything further? Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Dell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Airport 12 accepted grant contract under the fiscal year 24 Ohio Airport Grant Program with Ohio Department of Transportation, Office of Aviation in the amount of $500,000 to rehab pavement, public apron phase 2, local share $64,640.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Dell?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Children's Services 13, authorize and rescind various personnel to utilize the agency's MasterCard for the year 2024, not to exceed 2,500 in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code and the permissible policy.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
Just let me know.
Under the Engineer 14, enter in consulting services agreement with Pinoni Associates, Inc. in the amount of $9,900 to perform an underwater inspection of East 31st Street Bridge 0069, and this will be paid from the Engineer Bridge Project account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
15, enter into cooperation agreement by and between Lorain County and the City of North Ridgeville for the Chestnut Ridge Road Bridge 0531 replacement project. This will widen the bridge to allow for it to carry a sidewalk.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell?
Aye.
County Administrator update?
Mr. Bernstein?
Thank you, Commissioners. We had yesterday, this is regarding the strategic plan, we had our fourth of 5 pillar discussions. Yesterday was on innovative industries and economic development. We are averaging just over 60 people showing up at each of the previous 4, and the fifth one, the final one on natural resources, will be on the 17th. We anticipate, and no reason to think that we would have less than 60 or so people show up, which is a strong attendance considering we had the individual discussions on these topics. We were averaging around 30. So the momentum for the strategic plan, it seems to be growing. We will close out what I call phase 2. So phase 1 was the engagement with, the significant engagement with Future IQ. They're still engaged, but not as heavily as they were before. Phase 2 are these pillar discussions. Phase 3 will then be the task force meetings, which tomorrow we're planning to work to set the schedule for those for July, August, and September. And at those meetings, to give an overview, we anticipate on becoming very detailed in setting goals and objectives for short-term, near-term, and long-term initiatives of the county and the strategic plan. So I haven't given you an update recently at the podium, but just give you kind of a verbal as to where we are. I'm encouraged by the continued participation. The papers have been very good about not only promoting the next series of events, but also giving an accurate detail of the events. So I want to thank them and encourage them to continue to support what's going on. The feedback in the meetings has been significantly positive, and so I'm encouraged and excited to see the next steps as we move into the phase 3 of the task force meetings. So that's my update. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
I would like to comment. I purposely stayed out of all of the other meetings simply because this needs to be the strategic plan of the people, not the commissioner's plan for the people. But I did attend yesterday because economic development and industry is something that's in my background. And I want to share one comment that was echoed by 2 of the 4 speakers that I think is significant for all of us. And that is that they said that, you know, they deal with everybody who wants everything. They have the money. They have our state and federal tax money. Everybody chases them for the money for their project and stuff. But they said it is so much easier and more productive to help people who have a plan and know where they're going. And they were enamored with the fact that we as a county were heading down this path. And so I think it's an appropriate time to give recognition to all those, the papers, to Dave Greenspan, and to all the people that have participated with one more pillar to go. And then the real heavy lifting starts then to create the actual plan and series of events that we want to see happen. But it's a lot easier to go and get matching funds and get grants for things when you have a plan and says, here's what we're going to do, and here's how we're going to spend the money, and here's what we'll show you when we're done. And so I think that this is going to be very beneficial to our relationship with the state and the feds and Jobs Ohio and Team NEO and all the other members of the alphabet soup. But thank you for everybody from the commissioners that has participated in this, and we're only about halfway done, but we're encouraged. We're going to make the finish line in great shape. Teresa?
Is there any more?
I don't
Just,
think
uh,
they're
We
done
got
yet.
a few more items, a few more items. So just a reminder to the board that Mr. Armbruster and I will be traveling to Romulus, Michigan next Wednesday to visit the ADO, I almost call it the FBO, speaking of alphabet soup. So that is the FAA's Airport District Office for our region. We will be discussing our most recently submitted request to waive a owner for property that we would like to have released for sale, non-aeronautical sale at the airport. So this has been a long and tedious process. This is property that's been farmed for many, many years. So again, we will be traveling next Wednesday to see our friends at the ADO. Also, another little transit highlight, that we did receive delivery of 4 new transit vans that will be used for our dial-a-ride service. And we anticipate delivery of 4 additional Ford Transits that will be used for our dial-a-ride and small group transports. So those should be coming here shortly.
That's not part of the micro.
No, sir.
And what about the ones that we currently have? Because I know at some of these meetings I've been at, a lot of the nonprofits are always asking for.
Well, most of our buses are in pretty bad shape.
Well, when I sent them over there were like, some of them didn't even have
Right.
transmissions.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
like
we've actually gotten rid of most of our
the fleet.
old fleet.
Yeah.
So as we're switching out new for old, in the perfect world, we'd be able to offer those to the nonprofits, put them up for sale through Gov Deals.
Okay.
Would be the ultimate end goal for any of our old assets. Mr. Armbruster, it's all yours.
So 911 continues to update their standard operating procedures, and our end date, Dan, is the end of June. We're getting close to get those ready to get them over. I know that your team has been working with our group,
Yeah,
MCM.
I know there was a meeting with Rob yesterday, between Lee and Rob yesterday. Lee told me this morning it went very well. I think there were 2 questions Lee wanted to run by me that were kind of technical questions. We talked that through. I think we're probably pretty close to the next step, which is getting it out to the various communities and try and get get that part working, and I believe Rob is close to a set of standardized protocols. So I think it's really working.
That is true. And then also, we're really, really close to finishing up the agreements for all the townships and everything that are out there. We've got one little piece that we need to talk to Lee about that's on the agreement that we did with Elyria.
Oh, okay.
That, there's some red line things that we're working through on that, but I think we'll have that ready by the end of June too, to be able to really roll out the program in plain English. How's that? That's very succinct, and you know when you're sailing the sailboat, you know where you're going. How's that? With the installation of the Motorola consoles continue, it's on track. We're looking at July. We had some conversations with MCM today. We originally thought we were going to be able to use some edge technology. It's called edge technology. But unfortunately, it's so leading edge that it has to go through the vetting process with the state of Ohio and the whole country before they can really let us use it. It doesn't set us back in anything, but we were excited about the fact to be the first in probably the entire United States to use this technology. But when you're talking about 911 and you're talking about fire departments and police departments, want to make sure that it actually works, in which it does in the test environment, but to bring it live right away is not something that we're going to be able to do, at least in the next few months, as they try to hone it down and make it so that it will work in the live environment. Karen and I and a group of us went to the Township Trustees meeting with Tina Morris, our lobbyist, our grant writer, I'm sorry, and made a presentation to the Township Trustees that the county is available and willing. We're going to give Tina the opportunity to help the townships write grants for $50,000 to pay for equipment for the MARC system that is out there, and there's some other grants that are out there that the fire marshal in the state of Ohio has made available. There are rules and regulations for this. We're working through that process at this point, working with through Karen, the administration, and get back to the township trustees so that they can apply that for the grants if they qualify. It's for communities that are 25,000 or less. And it's not that complex, but yet there's some rules and regulations that we'll get through and will help the townships firsthand to get some money for that. And this coming Monday, 4 of us will be going down to Licking County. We've been invited down there to see the Intel site, get a drive-by tour there. And quite honestly, which is amazing, to talk with them with regards to our successes or what we're talking about in sewer and water. It appears that we might be a little bit further ahead than they are in Licking County.
That's why they should have came here, right?
That's probably why they should have come here. You do have to be able to, you get water, but you got to get rid of the water. So you have to have a wastewater treatment plant that works. So we look forward to doing that. Jeff is going to go down with us, and Dave, myself, and Karen, and meet with a county commissioner down there and their lead strategist, I believe. So it's going to be an interesting meeting, and it should give us some insight as to what a mega site is actually like. That completes my report this evening.
Teresa?
I do not have anything, honestly. Thank you for all your participation last Friday,
Yes.
the bicentennial.
Well, thank you.
I'd like you to notice, still wearing my badge. My understanding is the 200th anniversary goes on all year.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Board course,
Move to waive the reading of the board correspondence.
discussion. Commissioner Moore?
Aye.
Commissioner Hung?
Yes.
Commissioner Dowd?
Aye.
Is there new business?
Just a comment, if you'll indulge me on behalf of the county, but as a born and raised in Lorain, as a member of the family business, I'd like to recognize the passing of Cal Fligner, Fligner's Market in Lorain. He hits all the buttons for me. Former trustee of Lorain County Community College, actively involved in the city of Lorain and virtually anything charitable or civic that he was asked. And unfortunately, he passed Thursday just shy of the market's 100th anniversary on June 22nd. So second generation in a three-generation business, as well as I said, a true community leader. You can't go anywhere in the city of Lorain that people, you wouldn't have to they knew him on sight. And I think that he will be missed for all the right reasons, and we wish the family some peace in their grief, and a little, when you think about those kind of things, try and remember Kel in your prayers. Thank you.
And Mike Sherman was a little quick stepping down. Just want to say congratulations Friday. I guess you're in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yeah, Lorain County Community Colleges, this is their first year of having a Hall of Fame, correct? I believe so. Yep, yep.
I don't know how I got in with that group.
Oh, yeah, well, I see, I'll be there with, I guess Dan Reesers also received the same honor. There's several others too, I believe, right? Was there 4 or 5?
I think there's 6 or 8.
6 or 8, okay. Should be it should be a good evening, congratulations.
Okay, public comment. First, Christopher Hines. Is it Hines or Hines?
Yes, it's Hines, you got it right.
Very good.
Scottish.
Okay. Thank you for seating up close to the podium.
Now bear with me, because I'm not a big public speaker, and I work a lot of hours, and this kind of got whipped together. So, hi everybody, my name's Christopher Hines. I'm here today to discuss an issue I'm having with your county child support enforcement agency. I received a letter last week with your names listed at the bottom, so I figured you guys are the people I can address this concern since I've hit stone walls elsewhere. Also, you guys also, appoint the administrators, directors, and oversee Job and Family Services. So my federal taxes were offset due to back child support on an error with my work. The U.S. Treasury Department sent me payment in March and has been received by the Lorain County Child Support on April 4th. I inquired where my payment was since it has not been distributed. First, I was informed they did not release the funds due to my name being on a fictitious IRS list. Then I was told they were holding due to a new federal law passed in 2016. The only agency that can hold the funds under 45 CFR 302-02 and 45 CFR 303-72 is the state, not the local county agency. After speaking to the IRS, speaking to the state, the Child Enforcement Agency, and speaking with the U.S. Treasury, I realized that no such list or law exists. The only time you can hold a payment for 6 months is if I filed a joint tax return and someone could contest it. I filed head of household. I will be providing you with the code outlining the rules for this agencies regarding dispersing payments. Now, the letter I received stated some administrative policy, which I will be also providing you with your records, or for your records. I called and requested a copy of this policy and have yet to receive it from Job and Family Services and Child Support. So this is my verbal request to you to send me a copy of the policy OCSS Action Terminal AT-16-03. Now, I have reached out to the prosecutor's office asking the legal justification to hold a payment. And if I don't have an open case or a court order, they didn't see a reason for the payment to be held. They would investigate it. I have yet to receive a response from them either. The policy she is stating is not a legal reason to hold payment per the law. They had 30 days to distribute the payments unless I filed a joint return, which I did not. Now, the staff in Job and Family Services has been unhelpful and dismissive. It took me 10 times to get a letter from Amy Mendez, who's I think the director over there or the person in charge. I have also requested the IRS letter that they are claiming to have received. I requested all documents from my case. First, being told it was none of my business and they didn't have to give me any information. And then being told it was being forwarded to Amy Mendez, the administrator. I have yet to receive anything in 3 weeks. The only document I received is this letter with your names on it, which I'll give you guys a copy. I am very close to spending the same amount of money that child support is holding to file a lawsuit. Based on the letter that you sent, I'm going off of this, my attorney says I have a good chance of winning, since there is no legal reason for you to hold the payment and per the law. You had 30 days to disperse it. The only reason I'm thinking about doing that is for those that don't know what to do when they just tell you we're going to hold it for 6 months illegally. That's wrong. That doesn't make any sense either. All right, child support is only a disbursement center. They do not get to make decisions regarding holding payments. If they were told to hold any payment, they would need to notify me or the obligee, which is Kathleen Byer, or it would need to go through the courts. I'm asking you to investigate your department and administrator and see what is going on. I'm also here to give a records request to the assistant prosecutor since Job and Family Services has not responded. I also have a copy of all documents to give the assistant prosecutor to help with your guys' investigation. You know, and just to fly off, you know, what was written, you know, this makes no sense. I didn't even go there to just say, hey, give me my money. I don't need the money. I was just wondering why I had gotten it from everywhere else but them. And, you know, this does really need to be looked into, because what if I was in need of that money? Or what if my kids were in need of that money? You mean to tell me you're just going to hold it because of a letter or a list that I'm supposedly on that you can't produce, or you wouldn't be willing to produce to help me understand, not only as a parent but as a citizen? I mean, this is an agency that needs to be really looked into and I think audited or something, because this to me is just BS.
Well, you have hit the nail on the proverbial head. Just as a matter of what I've learned in my 16 months, the state of Ohio pretty much runs the distribution of Jobs and Family Services. It's essentially state money. In fact, they have state computers, they're on state phones so that they're into the state system. However, we as commissioners are responsible for the performance of the department and how they operate and serve the people of Lorain County. That's the joint oversight. The state oversees the money, we oversee the performance. And I encourage you, I appreciate the fact that you came prepared. I'd like you to share that with the assistant prosecutor. If you can stay, there's not much left to the end of the meeting.
That's fine. I mean,
Okay.
I've gone
But
down
I
a bunch.
regret you had to come to the public meeting.
Well, yeah, that's like, come on now. Do I have to put light to
Put
this?
your family business out on the public circuit.
I mean,
but-
you know, I don't even care about that. You know, my job screwed up. They owned it and stuff like that. And the money went where it needed to go, and that's fine. Again, I just don't know why. Like, I don't know anyone who would say, hey, let's take a department that's due for kids to get money and help and food and, you know, to kind of hold people that are just trying to bail out on kids accountable and say, you know, we're just going to hold your money. Really? Because we can? I mean, my next question is, what are they doing with the money? Where is the money? And if it's in and I got them to admit it on the phone that they have the money, they're just holding it. That's it. And I think, Michelle Hong, you have a sister-in-law that works for Job and Family Services, so you guys could collaborate together. Maybe she can help you guys out, or you guys
I
can
do
all
not.
Oh, you don't?
I do not.
All right, I didn't mean to make that assumption. I just assumed that you had a family member.
Can
My
you give
bad.
the stuff to Jeff and have Jeff?
So do you want this paperwork?
Probably gonna go to me anyway. So.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted Jeff to call up.
Again,
Thank you, guys. I
I regret you had to do this, but thank you for doing it.
Sometimes you gotta be proactive.
Do you remember who you talked to? If you don't, that's fine. I'll talk to you.
to JD. I know
Yeah, can you guys get phone numbers?
Yeah.
Can we do this after?
And we can talk after.
JFF, yeah.
Okay. Aiden Fogel?
So I had an opportunity to talk to Karen Perkins before the meeting. She pretty much answered my question. I was at the dog kennel earlier. We were just wondering how that was progressing along. So she kind of explained that to me. And that's pretty much it. I did great presentation. One thing I will say, I don't know who the director is over there now. They did have a good director at Job and Family Services, Tim Carrion. He didn't last very long. So, but I do appreciate that, because there are other people who might not be as resilient as you are and might not, be able to articulate that as well as you did. So, and it does make no sense at all for them to hold that money. And I would be concerned if they're drawing interest on that money, and where that money's going. So the more money you spend, the more liable the county is for that money. So, but that's it.
Thank you. And Michael DeCarlo.
We saved the best for last, Mr. President.
Absolutely.
I was wondering if you were gonna come up now.
We open with the Pledge of Allegiance and close with a veteran.
Right on. Michael DeCarlo, 320 Alberta. Good evening, Mr. President, Commissioners. Before I start off, Mr. Administrator, it's a ship, not a sailboat. Right? Two different things. That wind and stuff, that's called set and drift. You gotta get through that. A great job on the bicentennial celebration. I was able to watch it online. Thank you for putting all that on there. I was laid up, or else I'd have been here myself. I'd spent almost a year now being tired and cold. Now I haven't had chemo for a week and a half, so anytime I can get warm, bring it. I would have
This is
been
your
baking in the
weather.
sun. A note of historic. I've recently been appointed the chaplain of American Legion Post number 30 in Lorain. And a note of that, and a note of historical significance. The last surviving member of the USS Arizona was laid to rest on October 23rd, 2024 in Grass Valley, California. His name was Lieutenant Commander Louis Lou Conter. That's pretty historically significant, I would think. As far as Mr. Administrator, as far as the 6119, it's a good idea. We're going to get no at the beginning because it is a good idea. We got to break the institutional inertia that government has. And once we get that broken, it's a no-brainer. It aligns perfectly with the state administration's vision. And just because we're not getting any support from a gerrymandered General Assembly, we shouldn't be surprised from that. Areas of concern and opportunity. The radio system, the Harris radio system, the big concern I have with that, and the people that I talk to, the concern that they have with that is that it provides 90% coverage, 95% coverage or more, right? Within your home and your basements. What the hell is the government doing in your basement? That's the question, right? That we all dwell down to. Why is it there? It provides opportunity for warrantless searches and seizures, which is the alarm. That being said, I disagree with the radio system with the fire chief in Vermillion. However, I applaud him for the round turn he has taken with the volunteer fire department and the leadership he's provided there. He's getting buy-in right now, and he's got a good vision. We share the vision. We just disagree on how we're going to get there. And you know what? That's life. Other than that, realistically, I think I hit all the
Well, Michael, in
all the
closing,
nails.
you've mentioned a couple of times, what's the government doing in your basement? And I would like to think that they're not there unless you need medical attention or some kind of personal attention by either police or fire. Then I think they want to be in your basement.
I'm with you, sir.
If he's there.
If they're already on the porch, right? They can follow procedures to come into a house.
There you go.
That's all the point I'm trying to make. Sir. That's all.
Well, it's nice to
And-
see you up and about, Mike.
It's good to be seen, sir. A week and a half without chemo. I'm feeling like I'm almost alive again.
There you go.
Congratulations,
Michael.
Have a great evening.
Yeah.
There being no other business, I believe we are adjourned. Christopher, now's your chance to.
To talk to.
Hey, and he's on salary. He's on salary, not hourly, taking as much time as you need.
That means you guys definitely make more than him, right?
Oh, no, he's a lawyer.
My job,
Oh, no.
I make way more than that guy.
He's got it easy.
Yes, he gave it back to me.
Because I gave it to him so he could take that.
Yeah, I think he did. Do you wanna sign tonight?
I can.
Are you going to the Hall of Fame, Jeff?
No. And was the College Hall of Fame, was that last Friday? Or
No,
was it
it's this Friday. I just read about it in the paper today. They had a meeting last night.
Hi. So you're in the Hall of Fame, huh? Good for you. Look at you.
I told,
They gonna get you a gold watch or
They've not
something?
complied yet with that. Yeah, but Lorain is giving them an extension.
Don't the
if
trustees
they-
have to approve that? Ain't you a trustee? No, and if other people are gonna be trustees that are getting it, you ain't getting no
Sure, the
cash.
Supreme Court didn't do.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You don't have to recuse.
Yeah.
They're here or in Lorain? Oh, okay. What time? I was there yesterday.
Isn't it?
I stopped in yesterday. too.
Realistically. Oh,
Well,
well.
yeah, but he didn't mention the motocross thing, and I read it in the paper today. So I'm like,
So did you enjoy your stormwater meeting? Thought you weren't coming back.
We got on the horn, I said, oh,
See what it's all about?
we got a ditch thing coming up.
you want to double? Oh, yeah.
Eventually.
I don't know what's going on right now, but they only have probably another month.
Thank you.
Hey, no, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you get your big award.
Ryan, how are you?
Oh, there's 8? Okay. I read it.
Nice article. I saw you in the crowd
I
yesterday.
didn't know it.
And a very nice article today. Yes.
Really?
47.
Wow. No, I don't. Are those people that graduated or just went there? They're probably graduates, aren't they?
They got a degree. Oh, I don't know if that includes they got certificates.
Still counts. Yeah, I think that.
It's quite a.
You know, when I talk to these national guys, they mention LCCC. I push the glide and all that stuff out there. 'Cause all these new companies want that. They want what we got. You know,
That's part of the problem when you're unaware of,
when Micron came down,
people don't disclose their
we
medical
won a 4
problems.
stop and they didn't go with us. They screwed up with
Much of
it.
his situation could be attributed to a lack of
Well,
determination.
Micron was, we were 1 of 4. They went to New York, now they're in Brandon.
He's got
But they don't have the
medical
workforce, they don't
issues
have
that
the
are handled
education program. And we are close to the lake and we got the super, we're there. And that's why it's upset me.
We're not allowed to know everything. I don't remember that.
Campground.
It sounds like me.
Oh, Well, I have a friend, it was
The
actually
period
trying
of
to
time
call.
where I was very
He said,
disappointed
he
in
was
the
getting,
lack of commitment
$15,000
and
an
performance
acre,
by
they have all this
JR.
farmland.
And again, not knowing many medical issues,
$220,000. We
I
had
would
to
be
sell
that
it.
I was
And it's
insensitive.
been in a generation, three, four generations.
When we first moved down here.
Oh, you're, yeah.
Prepare.
But I come from a world where you make reveille, you make it every day.
Yeah, I mean,
Amish are gobbling
well, the Amish, yeah, I call them the Scammonites, you know.
What's that?
That would be the thing to mention. They don't believe in licenses, they'll wipe out a deer.
See you tomorrow, Karen.
Bring it
Oh, no,
on.
I won't.
Oh, wait a minute, hey, can you stop this, Vic?
Give JR